Hello, hello. Welcome to the round of 64 players. I'm playing SmokeyRivers, which is a cool sounding name. So this board has a fair amount of engine-y stuff. Yeah, everything, I guess. I was thinking there wasn't plus buy, but there is. There's Hamlet. So it's all there, except trashing, but lots of draw, so it's not really an issue. So I guess the question is whether you want, I guess maybe the question is how soon do you want lurkers? I'm gonna say not. I think I'm gonna open Potion Swindler. Engineer does not look like it does a huge amount here, although maybe you can use it to pick up twos. It's just as easy to buy them, probably. Alchemist does look pretty good to me. Anyway, the game can last quite a long time. There's Fairgrounds, lots of Vault VP. Certainly it's no issue to get your Fairgrounds up to 15 or whatever they are. 15 uniques. I mean, it's not hard at all. So he's a swindler, I agree. Thank goodness there's save, otherwise I would be a sad person right now. That is nice though. I guess you're never really punished by a 2p. You can always save the potion if you don't want to buy a 2. So thank goodness for save. With the 3-4 you can make an estate miss a shuffle if you don't want to buy a potion. So that's something. Yeah, I was like, I maybe could buy an engineer, but then I'm just not going to be able to buy alchemist next turn, so that's not in the cards. I guess I'll be able to save a copper here. This is actually not the worst board to have your swindler hit on, I guess, since there's not any really terrible 3. Obviously it's not good, but it's okay. It's pretty safe to open double swindler. You can save one if they collide. He didn't. Okay, couldn't say anything. Alright, well I now have a lot of money. He's buying lost cities, that's fine. They're good. His swindler, I was getting ready to say that the real bad thing would be if he hit my potion. So of course he does. I mean, he's gonna give me Noble Brigand, or at least he is if he's smart. So that's a little sad. I mean, I'll rebuy the potion, it's fine. I'm not happy about it, but that's okay. His swindler has been considerably better than mine. I wonder if you want a lurker sometime. I'm always wondering. Maybe I'll wait on the lurkers. He gets a Hamlet. Yeah, that's okay. I guess I'll go for a lost city. Maybe I'll get to give him coppers. That could be. Oh well. At least I have something specific to point to when I lose this one. And think about how different this turn looks. I mean, I buy a Alchemist and I get to top deck one. Instead, I'm shuffling and this nonsense is happening. Oh well. I did get to give him a copper, so that's really good. I don't think Royal Blacksmith is ever going to really pan out here because there's just too many coppers. If he hits the potion a third time, maybe I'll have to take that as a sign. It's sort of funny in some sense. The coppers to curses may allow me to get a Royal Blacksmith. I mean, probably not, but he's got a better deck. It may have been more important to replace the Swindler than to replace the potions, but I don't know. I mean, for all you know, you buy the Swindler and then you are just keep swindling their estates. So his swindlers have been machines. I mean, he gave himself a better shot at it, right, by opening 2 of them, but still, every hit has been pretty brutal. I mean, the coppers are kind of par for the course, but the rest of them were fairly brutal. So that, see, like those hits are just nothing, totally pointless. I don't know what to set aside, it doesn't matter that much. I do need a Hamlet. This was a good draw, except to not get the potion. So in that sense, not so good. I could save silver or something and buy the Hamlet now. To be fair, there could be worse fours to get on the Noble Brigand as well. Hey, I'm tied again. I guess I'm pretty close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm already at 4-point Fairgrounds. If he swindles my Hamlet, then I might just shed a tear. Maybe 2 tears. And I'm telling you, I'm down to 3 coppers, right? So I'm pretty much in Royal Blacksmith territory. I am not going to find the potion probably. So do we want to trigger the shuffle? It would be great to find the potion. I mean, what do I still have? Do I have Lost City left? No, he trashed it. So I don't. I don't know what my last card is. I may just want to save the Alchemist. And like buy a Crossroads or something. I could get the Swindler now. That's not too bad. I could get the Blacksmith now. I don't think I'll do that, but I would have liked to see different cards in my starting hand than these. It would be nice if the Swindler hit. Well, the Duchy's fine, so that's good. It would be nice if the Swindler hit a curse. This is my life. I would like a Crossroads. It should be pretty good. With the, well, I have a Duchy too, so. Come on, Potion. I just cannot catch a break on that front. I guess that turn I bought a Hamlet. I maybe should have bought a Engineer. I had enough. And the Swindlers, I'm telling you. About my only hope here is some sort of weird thing where the piles run and he is not on top of the points issue. So that just seems so far-fetched. I don't know if he's quite there on his draw, but I'd think about a lurker in his spot. Probably not over those buys, though. Well, I don't really need the buy, but I don't think I have enough to use it. My deck has just gotten chewed up. He's only had a single Swindler play that was neutral, which was Duchy. But every single other one has been... I'm down at 2 coppers now. I mean, if there was ever a time to hit up the old Royal Blacksmith. I didn't return for a third Swindler because, you know, I didn't want to put him through the cruel fate that was destined for him. It didn't seem fair to keep sending these Swindlers to their deaths. I mean, they sort of deserve it, but it's still a little cruel. I'm gonna get to top deck an Alchemist here. I believe my second time this game. Via Potion. I top decked one via oh my god. And I need a lot of Crossroads is what I need. That could be that's a draw engine right there. Crossroads to Duchy. It's a classic deck. People playing that for years. Too bad Crossroads doesn't activate on curses. I wonder if it would just be... Maybe it's just too wordy to shove that in there. I mean, obviously it's kind of more elegant to just do victory cards. I'm really just thinking about it right now because I would really love it if it did. activate on curses too. That would really help me out now. It probably doesn't really need a boon either because it's not like a bad card. Jesus. Man alive. Alright, we're gonna play just a couple more turns and then we'll go on. We'll move on with our lives. We'll see the next time the swindler hits. I kind of want to see if he can get all my coppers. That would be somewhat interesting. Now we're moving to this place where the only cards in my deck really are duchies and silvers, so he just kind of cycles through those. What'll be pretty funny, I won't probably play this long, but the situation where where he's killing alchemists, not just cycling them on me, but where he's literally removing alchemists from my deck because the pile's gone. So I guess he can probably buy green here if he's paranoid about a 3 pile. Yeah, I mean, he doesn't really have to do that yet, but I guess it's something to do if you're worried about my deck, which literally does nothing. Well, I guess I'll save the crossroads maybe. I have given him a lot of coppers, although unfortunately he really does have the draw to handle it. So it's not quite as damaging as one might hope. Giving coppers is not quite as good as turning coppers into curses. Maybe it's better. I don't know. So I didn't ever buy a Royal Blacksmith because one thing, it would have cost me $1 million to get it, and it would take me 40 turns to pay it off. But so now he's up by even more. Okay, so what do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm about out of coppers for the fairgrounds, but not quite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. No, I don't have a swindler. 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so I am. My fairgrounds are all right. I wonder whether it's better to save the hamlet after the crossroads or before it. I don't know. Well, I wasn't going to draw any green cards, so it turns out that this was better after the fact, though. That doesn't necessarily mean it was the right play. I do get to top deck Alchemist again, which is, to be frank, quite thrilling. I could double something. Double 2. That's the word I'm trying to say. I don't have any lost cities anymore, do I? That's pretty bad. To have 0 lost cities via swindling. Did he get to top deck Alchemists? He did. That's not good. He could really make use of some crossroads. Since he has a lot of other draw, which means his crossroads will probably be like, you know, draw 5 or whatever, draw 3 or 4 pretty often. The curses are getting there. There goes one of the crossroads. I barely knew ye. He may be... Oh, he can just buy out the curses, so it doesn't matter now. We'll see if he sees it. I think he does, because... Well, he didn't give me an estate, although he would still win even if he had given me the estate and then bought the curses out, but... Or the Duchies. Those are also a card you can buy out there. Well, that Swindler, those Swindlers just ate me up. Just wrecked me. Which is hurtful and unkind. I think I went first. I'm not. I remember doing my buy first, so surely my memory is never wrong. Okay, so this is an interesting kingdom. Lots of stuff. The charm doesn't... I mean, maybe you can charm for hireling with a gold. That's pretty good value. Though it's not like amazing. It's pretty good. I was just trying to see if there's anything nice to do with the charm ability. So you can certainly build a draw engine here with advisors and hirelings. There's trashing and stuff. I would probably use University for that, though it really can only gain advisors. It can gain merchants too. That's fine. So merchants should be pretty good peddlers here. I don't know if you don't build that deck, what you would do. I mean, you can do Hermit Feodum, which probably doesn't go so heavy on the Feodums, but it does just buy provinces at a pretty good clip. Gets you a lot of it gives you a lot of silver and no green cards really pretty fast. You know what? Well, you can do that. I was gonna say that what hurts the charm here is there's no 5s, which is true. It does. 5-2 is not that great. Advisor opening. So okay, so that tells us what he's planning on doing, which is building some sort of draw engine, I guess. The uncontested draw engines are always quite scary, so I don't really think I want to let him do that. I don't know if the University is worth it, though. By the time, if we're both doing it, I don't know that it really gets me much. There's not... The village aspect is pretty much nothing. It seems pretty scary to try and... skip the draw and let them get 10 advisors. They can, in theory, pick up duchies pretty easily with charm, and I don't think you'll have acquired enough points with the Fiatdom thing. It wouldn't really be a heavy Fiatdom thing. It's not what I'm envisioning. More like just a Fiatdom to get silvers to buy provinces, but I think it'll be just a little bit slow. My question, I guess, then is like, he should just buy a rat catcher, yeah. It's whether I want a potion or not. It is nice for gaining both advisors and merchants. We'll try it. It'll just give us something different that we're doing, which is not necessarily the best thing ever, but we'll find out. So I think here I'm going to buy a rat catcher. He's probably just going to... Okay, so he's going for the potion 2. Which I don't... know that I like that much, to be honest. Well, I did it right. I'm not sure that I liked it from me, much less. I guess his advisor missed. So that's good for me. My potion, or my draws so far have been as good as I could really hope for with my openings. I will just gain advisors until they're gone. With the universities, I won't ever gain anything else. But somewhere along the line, I guess you swap for a madman, but you don't have to do that anytime soon. I'm not sure what the watchtower is doing for you. Maybe it'll draw some a little at some point, but we're gonna be pretty clean pretty fast. I will want to hit 5 sometime, but I probably can do it later. I guess the watchtower is nice with the universities and with the rat catchers in conjunction with the universities. So it might be quite nice, actually. I don't like the rat catcher gain. I mean, I guess he's gonna put it on the mat right away, but still. I'm not sure about that discard either, but whatever. I guess ideal draw here is like a university. I wouldn't mind a copper either, then I could Seaway, which I would like to do at some point. Hireling's okay. Oh. Yeah. Well, I don't have to trash right now. Although this is most of my coppers. I mean, I just need to call it before I shuffle. Well, that would be ideal. This is alright. It's worth it to kill a copper to miss the Seaway. I can get the Seaway later. It doesn't really matter if I Seaway Advisor or if I like Seaway Merchant. It's not. I don't need 30 buys, I guess. That's how I would describe it. So, he's gonna toss a university, I suppose. But I'm going to get to play more rat catchers. This may be just a rat catcher left. No, I think the bottom card's a rat catcher. I'm not 100 on that, but 100% on that. So let us get... I guess it's really better to just get the silver mid-turn. If you're gonna do that. Yeah, I'm glad he bought a watchtower, because that made me think to buy a watchtower. That's pretty nice. I hope he doesn't have his university. Do I want to give him the university? Then it doesn't really draw much, does it? Well, it can't be worse than coppers. I don't think. I'm going to try and empty the advisors here, which should be feasible. Oh, I have a madman. Shoot, I didn't want to get a madman. Did I really not buy anything last turn? Oh, it's because I bought Seaway. That's right. I would like a Hermit back. So now it's a question of well, how much money do I have in my deck? Not all that much. It was pretty weird to discard the Madman. I mean, I'm not gonna... The Madman doesn't really do anything for me. So, yeah, it doesn't quite get there. I was thinking I could gain a Hermit, get a silver. Get a Hermit, get a silver. I guess I need to question whether I absolutely have to empty the advisors this turn, or whether I'm pretty happy with 5. Because I'm short cash. Yeah, because I would like to university for a... What is this other card? Are they both advisors? I mean, if I already have 5 advisors, I'm pretty alright with 6. So that maybe 7-3 is pretty nice. What is this last card? I guess I can draw and find out. Well, what did he make me discard, I guess, is the better question. Blah, isn't it? Discards a madman, plays it, discard. So I guess it is an advisor. Let's just get the advisors. We will have a pile out thing, won't we? Very soon, in fact. Very, very soon. I'm going to university for hermits here. I'm trying to decide if I want to keep this potion around. Also, whether I want to keep this copper around. How many coppers did I have? 4? I'll trash the copper. It's interesting. I shouldn't have too many problems drawing the deck. I think that's wrong. To toss the... Actually, I'm not sure. I maybe spoke too soon on that. The potion was probably a better trash. I do need a hermit. I can't afford to top deck it. This draws me a couple cards, so I guess I better do that. Or draws me a card. I have this Madman, which is still just like not actually useful. I hope he messes this pickup, because it would be really great to be able to gain and play the Hermit. Or gain a silver with the Hermit and play. Well, he didn't mess it up, so that's unfortunate. So I'm not going to actually be able to gain the silver and play it, unfortunately. Actually, that's not true. I will. So I will be able to. So hooray for that. He has he has a hermit. He has one university, and then he has a lot of buys. I don't think I have to watch out for pile outs on his turn. Do I want a university? It does increase my pile out abilities. It does not increase my draw abilities. I wonder if he can buy like a province on his turn. That would be slightly scary. I mean, if I get, pardon me, if I get a merchant and a university here, that leaves 8 cards, which he cannot get. It's just too much money. He doesn't have those kind of gains. He just has 2 extra gains. I mean, I could buy the rat catcher. That would be stupid, I think. I don't think he could do that either. 7 gains. Well, what does he have? He could gain 2 merchants, and then he would have to have $15. He does not have $15. Though if I lowered it, he would only need $13. He doesn't have that either. You can't really draw everything. I'm just wondering if lowering the piles helps me end it on a win or not. I'm going to say that I don't know. This was a bad opening hand, so I hope the merchant improves it. If he lowers the piles and doesn't score points, he is running a real risk of letting me pile out. Since I have 4 action gains just on the universities and hermits. His hireling does good work for him. Basically, I need to top deck a advisor, a watchtower, preferably a watchtower. That estate buy is really, or that estate gain is quite strange. So now he has this points lead. How much money did I have last time? I mean, I have $8 now. I guess I'm not going to call the rat catchers. Whew, this is not good. That's putting it lightly. I can't hardly use the turn even. Well, I can get hermits. That's one option. I can get hermits without actually causing myself problems. 3 pile-wise. They're okay for that. This is not such a scary turn for him. Such a scary turn from him. He buys university. He buys right catcher. It's possible I should not have trashed my hermit. No, it's okay. It's okay. So here we can. I think there's a pile out. I have 3 universities. I have two hermits. I need $10. What did I? I can also chain hermit gains for like estates or something. I don't know if that is useful. Yeah, I think that works. Do hermit chains. I should have the actions. Play 7 hermits would take. Well, I don't quite have the actions, do I? Because I have 5 villages, so I can play six hermits. So I can't do the full hermit chain. It was nice of him to trash his estate. I guess an estate pile out is also a possibility. Rather than the rat catcher. If I do gain 3 hermits, I mean, I could do estates on top of rat catchers, right? Gain 3 hermits, pile out the hermits, gain a couple of estates. I don't know if I have enough money. $10 still. I'm gonna start with the advisor anyway because I wanna increase this hand size for the madmen, of course. So we'll do that a little bit. That's good. Three universities, and I have two. I guess it's a question of whether I have $10 or not, right? Which I think I have exactly $10. Because I can certainly use my three universities to get... Well, I would have more money even then, right? Okay, this should just be easy win. I need to stop thinking about it because there's really not much to it. Especially if it gives me this other madman. Yeah, I have $10 in hand. Get the other hermit. Triple merchant. Two rat catchers. There's the piles. Could also do the estates, probably. Eight buys and lots of money. Estates are more stylish, so that's got to be the play, right? I should have trashed the watchtower. Okay, well, this is not terribly ambiguous of a board. There is no buy, but you certainly can build up to dominate, though it should be at least a little bit painful to get there. I mean, I'm going to open Urchin. If you got the 5-2, I guess you throw out the Mountain Bank, or maybe an upgrade. Might be an upgrade. There's Rat's upgrade. That is actually something to have considered, but it's too late. I guess you would open Rat's Silver if you're going to do that. Maybe it's better. I collide, which is cool. I guess it's not out of the question to still do it. You just won't we both collide on the first shuffle. I want a second mercenary? I'm gonna say no. This was not the best driver. That maybe was wrong to say no to, but that sucks that he found his mercenary. Otherwise, I was going to get to 5. But that's okay. I mean, if I never hit 5, then I will be out of luck with these here rats. They're okay with the mercenaries, actually. It's not the worst thing. I like fishing villages, but I also like chariot races. See if he gets this. He does get the second merc. Guess I'll toss the fishing village. He gets the 5, which sucks. For me, not for him. I might get to 5. I do get the 5. Not the best shuffle. Hopefully it's not too long. I do have a fishing village in here. I guess it's the gamble of whether I reveal the fishing village or not. That's not a gamble. I can still trash the copper and play the fishing village. I was thinking somehow that it would be terminal or it would end my turn or some nonsense, which of course it just doesn't. So I will buy an upgrade. This is not good. I'll probably draw my upgrade. Now I'll draw rats. Oh man. It turned from really bad to sort of okay. So I need another upgrade. Is it worth it to trash this 1 copper? Probably. Maybe not. I wonder if you can get mountebank here or not, or whether it's too good as fuel for them. Because it's pretty good as fuel for them. Pardon my drinking noises. I don't know where I'm sitting here, but I guess I'll trash this 1 card. Did I play a fishing village? No. I may win my chariot race here. Unless he has a 5. Yeah, I'm not convinced on the mountebanks. I know I have upgrades, so I think I'll toss a cherry race. I'm just fully unconvinced of the mountebanks. Maybe if you get a couple of them, I don't know. He summons a cherry race. That seems pretty good. Keep getting upgrades. At least for a little while. I can't keep going. I guess if he just like totally buries me. In curses. I mean, if he does that, that wouldn't be good. I would rather not have that happen. Given a choice, there's like curses and stuff in here, but how many rats are in the trash now? 7. He has one of them. I don't want to lose all my rats, you know. They mean too much to me. I could get a gold here. That didn't. Okay, so I do have Storyteller Gold in my set of cards. That's nice. I'm for that. Would I like another upgrade? A merch or a prince wouldn't be bad. A gold would not be bad. Either, to be honest. I wouldn't mind princing a cherry race. I think it's a poor sign for the mountebank when they're like, yeah, I mean, by all means, please give me the curse and the copper. It does not bode well for the plan, particularly. So I'm happy about that. Yeah, he doesn't have great stuff here. I hope he plays his mountebank. Do I need another storyteller? It's nice to start with one in hand, that's for sure. So I will be looking to Prince the Chariot Race. And I will be achieving that goal. I hope I have a... Oh, gold top deck is not so good. I guess I could Prince the Urchin. That's just as good. I can't really play the upgrade. I guess attacking would have been alright, but... I just want more mountebank plays because I want more fuel for rats and stuff. Just every piece of junk he gives me is a 5. It's like, okay. I'm all about it. Now I'm not sure where the rats situation is. I was going to say that it would be nice to well, never mind. I don't know what I was going to say, but it's not worth saying. Well, shoot, I didn't get to my chariot race. So that's slightly sad. I could print, or I could summon a chariot race. So that's always pretty nice. I don't know that summon chariot race was the play there, but I can deal with it. Okay. My storytellers draw roughly 1,000,000 cards, give or take. Please keep playing mountebank. Where are we at on piles? That's the only thing I'm not really worried about it. That's not really the worst, but one issue with using duration money a lot is that it becomes more difficult to control, I guess, how much money you end up with after storytelling. So it sort of makes dominating like a little bit harder, but not like a lot harder. I guess we'll get to Prince something now. If he has something to Prince. I think he has an urchin still. Too bad. It was a good gravy train while it lasted. It was an extremely excellent source of fuel. I loved it while it lasted. Thank you, Mountebank, for your incredibly generous contributions. He has a lot of chariot races. I didn't really notice that. Hopefully they don't hit very much. He's really going for that. I mean, I don't know if that's really competitive with... what is on top? An upgrade? How did he hit? That was really lucky. Upgrade seems good enough to try with the chariot race first. I'm not sure what the rat sitch is right now. Okay, I have 2 rats still. Since he's not fueling us anymore, it's probably time to say goodbye to the mercenary. Though it was fun while it lasted. If he ever trashed his mercenary, I guess then I could pick up a Mountebank. Venture is not very good. Maybe wasn't quite time to kill that, but oh well. Dominate is like a lot of points. Maybe could have saved one of the fishing villages. The dominate's already paying off. It's gonna save me potential 3 or 4 points this turn. That's great. So now do I pivot? Do I get the Mountebank right now? Now that the mercenary's gone? Does he have any rats? If he doesn't have any rats, I might do it. 12, 3 rats out there. I don't think I have 3, so he probably still has a rat, so I don't think it makes much sense. I will play the chariot race first because it's hitting for sure. All these other things give me a bunch of money. Play the storyteller now. I do have 3 rats. Okay. What was his chariot race so I can hit again? I like the mountebank a little bit better than merchant ships, to be honest. Probably should have made that a rats, that silver rats. All right. Five two is, pardon me, pretty uneventful. Man, I don't know. Do you think IGG Rush is a viable play here? It would be kind of interesting to try. What else is there? The draw is pretty crappy. I might open Treasure Trove wanting to do that, although Merchant Guild is also a consideration for that approach. Annex should help the IGG rush a little bit. So it's nice to get the curse in before they shuffle. And it's just nice to get the curse in, period. I kind of like the Treasure Trove. Merchant Guild is good too for that, though. Pretty good. We'll try the Treasure Trove. I've never really done anything like this, so... I've never played IG... No, I've never played it with Treasure Trove, I guess. I guess that's this very specific thing I'm referring to. Which is both uninteresting and... well, it's good I didn't do the Merchant Guild, because there's a shot it would have just been garbage. Well, I'm interested to see how this all plays out. I don't. The Enchantress attack shouldn't hurt me because I don't plan to own any actions. And the curses should really help hurt the Apothecary deck, and it also is bad at greening, so that's good too. Distant lands are a pretty good source of VP for him, though, to be fair. They're competitive with the duchies, and they you can make them disappear, so you don't have to clog your deck up. Hopefully, between the Treasure Trove and the IGGs, if it goes longer, I can still do provinces pretty successfully. I should not have much trouble hitting 5. I wouldn't hate it if he bought a villa. I don't mean I think it's good. I mean I would kind of appreciate it if he bought a villa, I think. I think the stop cards just aren't paying off. He could buy a Merchant Guild. That to me would be a little better. Well, not that much. I'm just kind of okay with him, or pretty much okay with him adding those kinds of non-drawing cards to his deck. So far the Apothecary's good, though of course it always is at the start of the game. So I hope he adds another villa. I mean, that would be great, in my opinion, for me. So I'm glad. He should be requesting an undo, He could have played the villa and, well, if he doesn't request it, I'm not going to tell him. I would have granted it for sure, but I'm not going to advise him to do it. I won't go that far quite. At least my turns are easy to play. I also have farmland options. I'll have golds. This could be a province, but I'm gonna just do another IGG. There is a lot of alt VP here. That's the scary thing. Please buy Villa. He's good to buy the enchantresses. Those are nice. That's what we want to see. We want to see that a lot more. This deck would be sick if there were gardens on the board, because I would be buying like 5-point victory cards after I was done with the IGGs. They wouldn't be 5 points immediately, but they sure would be eventually. Now I don't know if I take provinces or duchies. I guess provinces. I really don't have a good feel for that though. I could also just buy villas, which is a little weird, but I might be able to empty them I might be able to get another pile that way if I have $8 hands do Villa Duchy or something. That maybe is too fancy, although it definitely puts more pressure on him. Oh, I forgot he had Enchantress. I totally forgot. I'll just ask. But he can okay, thank you. Actually, I may need to go back further than that even. Yeah. Stupid interface. Okay, so do I want a province? I guess I'll take a province. So the Villa thing is kind of out because I can't chain the buys. So that's not gonna work. I got to change the player order. Hooray for IGG. Okay, 5-2 would have been bonkers good. I guess you do Silver Militia. You could do Cherry Race. It wouldn't be very good. Silver Militia. Maybe first 5 is upgrade. I mean, yeah, I don't think. I'm not even sure if you want cultists, to be honest. There's no buy, so getting a ruin market is pretty nice. And though in theory the cultist player actually has more control over that, over getting the ruin market. But also what I was going to say is that they may, well, that's not really very likely. Second silver already on the, oh, there's buy, there's pawn. What am I talking about? It's nice when the things that matter, you don't have to open with them. That's always pretty convenient, because I sure do totally whiff on things all the time. So that looks like a highway city quarter pawn big thing, and just, I wouldn't really worry about the cultists. But I think probably you want another silver. So my upgrade missed, but that's fine. Here the estates will of course go to chariot races. Moats are alright, pawn's fine, yeah. Could think about a city quarter, but I don't think we're there, to be honest. But pretty soon we will be. Could be another chariot race. I think I'll take a pawn though. Moats are pretty good. I have copper on top, so I can do guard coin. It doesn't matter, I'm not gonna. Oh no, I drew it. I should have done card buy, I guess. Well, that wasn't. This is kind of nice for a city quarter, actually. Only take 1 debt. Well, that was kind of lucky that it was the silver and not the upgrades. It was quite lucky, actually. If he plays militia, which I suppose is, well, he's got 3 cards, but it's pretty likely. This looks. What are the odds of drawing something I just absolutely don't want to upgrade on my final? And is it important to militia him? Or should I try to get in 2 trashes, which would be good? I'm going to look at 2 cards, right? So I think I want to try for the double trashing. That was about perfect. I guess, yeah, that's pretty much, I guess perfect would have been chariot race hitting, and then I get to, well, that wouldn't have made sense. Never mind. Alright. No, not second city quarter. We'll just pass here. I haven't been able to change these estates yet, which is a little sad. I'm going to double pawn here. Actually, could pawn moat. This is not so great. Maybe the city quarter was too soon. I hadn't quite trashed as much as I'd like. He may get ahead of me here, which would be no good. This again could be a city quarter with not a huge amount of debt. I guess I block, that's alright. Hey, my moat won. That doesn't happen every day. We know we have upgrade in here somewhere. Hopefully right on top. Nope. Do we want to play on... What is it? It's like, is it upgrade estate? I got 4, so I can buy a pawn anyway, so... This is pretty good. Turn. City quarter draws 2. He's pretty thin. I guess he has militia now, right? He must. Hopefully the city quarters start doing work. I don't think the cultists are going to pay off at all. I hope not. So hopefully that's basically a wasted buy. Well, it paid off in the sense that it's blocking my cherry races. No debt. It's a little sad there's no 4. Oh, there is a 4. It's militia. Well, never mind. It's not that sad. Do I want buy? Well. Pretty happy with that turn. That might be underselling it a bit. I'm quite happy with that turn. We're getting much, much closer to the city quarters being at sort of critical mass. This could be a moat too, but I think I'll do a pawn. So we're already, the moat's paying some dividends here. Because I'm not ready for ruins just yet. This may be a little bit sadder turn. I'm looking for a city quarter. Nope. That's alright. Two trashes is still really good. I feel good about my chances after the last couple turns. Very good. Maybe it was better to get a highway sooner, to do upgrades into pawns and moats sooner. I could see that. That is a real possibility. Okay, so I'm not going to win any of these. which is fine. We'll have to be paying attention to pile outs. I have a lot of pawns. I need to get to the militia, which is right here. But that is it. Now I just have to think about the rest of this stuff. One of them is coin buy. Probably a highway city quarter would be good. Or possibly double highway. 2 city quarters may be about enough. 6, so I can have up to 10. I mean, I can double highway city quarter. That's pretty okay. Or double highway something else. Double highway does get me... Well, I've trashed all my coppers, haven't I? Yeah, he has 1 copper. I would need more buys for some of these things I'm talking about than I probably can get. I guess it's a question of how much debt is worth taking right now. Like, I would need to take buy for a double highway. I could just do 1 highway, 1 city quarter. That doesn't seem outrageous to me. What are all his points for? Oh, chariot races, and I guess he still has the estates. That may have been a spot to take that ruined library, actually. Oh well. I guess we're both more or less clean. He has won so many chariot races. I don't think he has like that much more expensive stuff than me on average. I think he has significantly more chariot races, maybe a little bit. Hopefully I just win this highway stuff pretty big. What did I reveal on top? Pawn? Well, that's garbage. I guess I do have a lot of pawns, though. I shouldn't have played that chariot race. So he's got silver, so that's what that's my competition right now. Maybe I can force a hit. I don't know. Hooray! Or just get lucky. Even better. Now I can force a hit. Hooray. I'll just keep scheming this moat. That would be cool. I have a lot of pawns. That's not bad for the pile control. I could get the rest of those. Should probably get the rest of those. Having 8 pawns versus the other number seems pretty nice. I have to make sure he can't pile. You know, I didn't really look too closely for a pile out, but there may be. If I had done moat to chariot race, no, I don't think that was in the cards. I don't want to risk it though. So he's got 2 upgrades. I guess the problem is the only viable, you can do militia to a highway, that's 1 extra gain. But the chariot races you can't really do because you have to do pawns. And that just just trades a gain for a gain. So anyways, he's got the 2 pawns, so 3 buys, 2 upgrade gains, but only one of them can lower piles. So he can only do 4. I'm pretty sure. I could also just take as many highways as possible. How many highways do I have? 1, 2, 3. I have 3. I could get pretty close to province emptying next turn. How many highways can I buy this if I bought a couple highways and a city quarter? I could do like 7 provinces next turn if I draw. That is kind of requiring me to have city quarters in the front of my deck, because otherwise the pawns I have to cantrip them some. This is really my game to lose in, so I would rather not do that, if at all possible. So I'm not really worried about him piling out, I guess. It seems like a stretch to get the highways emptied. He only has, yeah, that's just too much money. So I can probably take a couple highways. I already have 3 buys, so that's pretty good. I would be left with 2 dead if I did that right now, I guess. I could also do a different thing. I guess the question is the pawn safe or is the pawn too much? 6, didn't I do a calculation that said that wouldn't work? What did I say? He's got 3 buys. He doesn't have any coppers, right? He does have a copper, so that is actually an upgrade gain. He also has an estate. So my calculations were not totally accurate. So both upgrades count. So he has 5 gains. But I could do pawn city quarter. Well, one of the upgrades is a double. So I can't really do pawn. Hopefully he just doesn't draw very far. I wonder if he'll take the chariot race. No. Okay, so his turn just stops. I don't know how many silvers he still has. I definitely will have a pile out on my turn if I draw, though. Well, if I draw and I don't have to use all the pawns, I guess. Okay. So this is it. Right, I can do various things. I don't get anything from my chariot races, but I kind of forgot to play them. I don't know what he had on top. Oh, he had pawns, so I kind of forgot to play chariot races. I'm sure I could have I could have gotten something nice out of there, but I forgot to, so. Fortunately, it's not a dumb enough thing to cost me the game, though it is a pretty dumb thing. Anyway, that went well. I think I had pretty nice draws most games. But anyway, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Catch ya in the round of 32.